Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and I cannot wait to have a fun kiki with you about the latest trailer drop. So, the ladies from Potomac, they're about to bring it. They are ready to bring it. Season 7 looks like it's going to be fire, 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 fire. If you haven't seen the trailer already, you can do so on BravoTV.com. I wanted to show it here, but I don't want this video to get taken down or anything. So before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live and spill all of this piping hot tea. And don't forget to share with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And let me know if you can hear me. I'm using a different microphone, a different headset. So let me know if the audio is okay, or if it's not. If it's not okay, I can switch. If it's okay, let me know. Put a thumbs up or a candy cane or something that lets me know that you can hear me in the chat box. All right, so let's see what's up. Hey, what is up, Miss D? She says, hello, Candy and the Candy Canes. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, you said Cat. Will Michael Darby get his wish? A date with what? Yes. Hey, Vodka says hello. Thank you, Miss T. Yes, I'm good. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Vodka says, I hear you fine. All right, good. And then Husa Cake said, hey, Candy, the Candy Canes. Hey, sweet, how are you? Hey, ST. Hi, Candy. Are you going to review The Real Girlfriends of Paris? I love it. You know what? I can review The Real Girlfriends of Paris. That's a good idea. I haven't watched it yet, so I'll watch it tonight and we can review it. I'll add that because you know what? I think I'm gonna stop reviewing Belle Collective. Ooh, let me know what you guys think. I couldn't get into Belle Collective season 2. I tried. I could not get into it. So maybe I'll swap out Belle Collective for Real Girlfriends of Paris. Hey, Darren. Darren says, hey, Candy. What's up, sweetheart? What is up? All right, you guys, are you ready to get into it? Let's get into it. SD says, yay, Paris, here we come. Patty. Yes, we are doing it. How you say it? Girlfriends Here was fun. Definitely worth a watch. Perfect. Okay, so we'll swap out Belle Collective with Girlfriends in Paris. We'll do that because I could not get into Belle Collective. I couldn't. I love the ladies, but it was draining. All right, let's get into it. I am on one, you guys, because I am psyched for Potomac. I think this season is going to be fire. It's going to be fire. Let's get into some things. Let's talk about dynamics. 1, the return of Charisse. So did anybody see this coming? I think we all saw it coming. You know, there were different blind items. There was different rumors going around saying that Charisse was going to come back. She was going to make a return. We see that she's back. I don't know if I missed it, but when did Charisse and Karen start beefing? I always thought the beef was between Charisse and Monique. When did Karen and Monique and Charisse start beefing? Did I miss that? I'm gonna have to go back and maybe catch up on the last season real quick. But I always thought the beef was between Charisse and Monique. But now we clearly see that the beef is between Charisse and Karen. I think it was smart for the producers to bring Charisse back because, truth be told, I think Charisse, for whatever reason, at this point, from what I'm seeing on the trailer, is the only one that can give Karen a run for her money. Like these other girls, they can't hold a candle to Karen. She just slays. She looks at them and the reeds fall. She slays them all day. They bow down to the grand dame, right? So I think it was smart to bring Charisse back because I do think that Karen needed a formidable opponent. She needed someone that she could spar with. Last season, they tried to do it with Giselle versus Karen, and then Karen just read poor Giselle for filth. Going to Sing Sing, going to the Clink Clink, you know, is Jamal coming? He lives in your phone. Of course not. She just read Giselle all day long for filth. So I think it was smart for them to bring Charisse back just so Karen could have some type of sparring partner and all the other ladies kind of look up to her, right? Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Vodka says, Charisse has always been boring to me. I didn't know she was beefing with Karen either. Right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, did they bring her back? just to contrive this beef with Karen, right? Exactly. It's like, I don't know why she's beefing with Karen. Love Karen. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, Candy Canes. Come through. I was saying the same thing. I was so confused. I was like, wait a minute, since when does Charisse and Karen beef like this? So maybe like all the franchises, maybe there is a little bit of behind the scenes pre-production going on, behind the scenes storylines going on, behind the scenes rivalries that are contrived going on. But whatever, I'm here for it. I love Karen. I agree. Charisse has always kind of fallen flat to me. I did like her in the first season or so when she was just so in her own head about the divorce and losing her last name and coming into her own. Like she was kind of like frou-frou like that. But I agree. Karen does, I mean, Charisse doesn't really give the way I need her to give. But I do think whoever strategized this, because I don't think that this is a authentic beef. This seems like a very manufactured beef. But I do think whoever strategized the beef between Charisse and Karen, I think it'll be good. If the season delivers with what we saw in the trailer, I think it'll land. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be entertaining. I don't think it'll go below the belt the way maybe the Giselle versus Karen did. I think it may be just sort of that high tea shade, if that makes sense. Let's what you see are saying, hey, young, rich, Charisse, boring behind always came for Karen. Remember the earlier seasons? Really? Hey, Miss T, Charisse has finally got back. I'm laughing. I know. I'm gonna have to go back and watch because I didn't think that they were like genuine BFFs, but I did not think it was this level of rivalry beefness the way the trailer portrayed it, if that makes sense. Like I know there's always been light tea, light shade, but I didn't realize it was this level of like rivalry. But I'm here for it. I want to see how it unfolds. Charisse is boring, but let's see what she can do when it comes to sparring with Karen. Speaking of Karen, do we or do we not believe the rumors that she's cheating on Mr. Rayman? So, as we saw in the trailer, they're saying she was dipping out of town with a man who wasn't Ray. Remember last season's there was the rumors that she was cheating with the driver, she was cheating with a guy with green eyes or something like that. So there's been rumors of her cheating in the past, but there hasn't been any receipts. Ray hasn't really addressed it. It's kind of been like, oh, you're just saying something to say something. You're trying to start something where it doesn't actually exist, whatever the case may be. And now those cheating rumors are coming back again. Now, for this, do I think Karen is cheating on Ray? It just doesn't feel. My gut is saying no. I mean, my gut is kind of saying no on this one. I don't know. But again, I will say this. We did have the seasons where Ray was saying, I'm not sure that I'm in love with you anymore. They did do the sort of curse of getting their vows renewed on the show. So we'll see. We'll see. We have to hold out for that again. But to be honest, I kind of see Ray cheating before Karen cheating. But who knows? Who knows what the situation is? Or maybe Karen is like, this is my third act. You know, I'm looking good because like we gotta. I mean, for lover or hater, Karen is looking good. Like if when I get to her age, I want to be just as spry and as on it and as put together as she wants to be. Karen looks good. No one can take that away from her. So maybe she's just like, I have my vitality. I'm looking good. I got the show. I got my coins. You know, if Ray wants to be boring over here, Ray wants to move to DC or wherever he wants to move to, Florida, whatever, maybe it is time for me to dip it and do it and pop it and lock it and bust it and whatever. So I can kind of see it going both ways. So again, I'm going to hold out a little bit more of a judgment on that one until we see more in this season. I need some more receipts. I need some more proof. And I also need more context, but I need it to not be just Giselle saying this. I don't believe a word that comes out of Giselle's mouth. Not a damn one. Not nan one. So if it's just Giselle saying this, miss me with it. So we'll see. Speaking of Jizzy Neck Giselle, I don't want to be mean, but what happened to Giselle? Like, we all know that people front on her fashions, but I feel like her overallness has sort of devolved. Like, the face isn't as face, the hair isn't landing. I don't know what happened to Giselle. Maybe she's going through it. Maybe everything with Pastor Holy Whore, maybe all of that coming out. Maybe that's really put I don't know. Maybe she's going through it. But to me, Giselle just looks like, what happened? It's like the prom queen that you see at the high school reunion, and you're like, so you peaked in high school. You see what I'm saying? Like, Giselle, ooh, like, I don't know what's going on there. But let's talk about Giselle, and let's talk about Karma, and let's talk about Candiace, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Karma knows everybody's address, and she's always right on time. I find it funny. I find it comical that Giselle and Candiace are now beefing over the fact that Giselle is literally coming for Candiace's marriage. She's planting seeds, she's starting rumors, she's going after Chris. And Miss Candiace Boo Boo, did you not know that what goes around comes around? Did you not know that the parable of the scorpion and the frog? Why did you bite me? Said the frog to the scorpion. Because it's in my nature. Giselle is nobody's friend. Giselle is miserable. Giselle loves feeding off making other people miserable so she feels better about herself. Did you not think that when she was done coming for Monique's family, for her children's fraternity, for the integrity of her husband, for what's going on with her, did you not think that she was going to look around the group and say, whose marriage can I destroy next? Giselle has systematically gone for not just relationships, she's gone for marriages. She's doing the same thing with Karen before. Ray says he's not in love with her. Karen's getting drunk. Bob, all this, that, and the third. She's cheating with the security guard or the driver, whoever it was. Giselle has systematically come for marriages, but she comes for your marriage when she actually thinks it's good. She comes for it when she thinks that you're happy. She thought Monique was happy with Chris. They had a beautiful family. She tried to come for them. She thought Karen and Ray, sure, they had their ups and downs, but they're living their golden years. They've been dipping it and doing it for decades. She's trying to come after them. Notice she doesn't really come for Robin and Juan, other than telling Robin, like, you need to stop being depressed and you can get your funky butt out the bed and make sure your husband finds you attractive, because she doesn't find what Robin and Juan have to be threatening. You see what I'm saying? Last season, she was coming for Eddie and Wendy. Oh, rumor have it on the blogs. Are we talking about the husbands? Are we talking about the Eddie rumor? She started the Eddie rumor with her and Ashley. Coming for Wendy and Eddie's marriage. Think what you want about Wendy. Think what you want about even the rumors, to be perfectly honest. To be honest, Eddie to me seems like a great husband and a great dad. And she was the one who really tried to bring that rumor from the blogs, the blog that we shall not name, onto the show to again destroy a family and destroy a marriage that in her mind she deemed to be happy and whole. So Candiace, when you were sitting up there with Giselle and Robin and this, that, and the third, and you guys were all getting together for the scheme against Monique, oh, let's question the paternity of her child. Let's say that she's cheating with the trainer. Let's say that she had the A word when she really had a miscarriage. You didn't think that your name was going to come up one day? You didn't think your marriage was going to be put on the chopping blocks? You didn't think she was going to call Chris to task one day? So now all of a sudden in season 7, You're sitting here, I'm done with Giselle. She's done to me. I can't believe she's coming after you. You don't need to be a psychic to realize your number was coming, sweetie. Your number was coming. So karma, 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 karma. To all of the ladies who have gone against even Ashley, as quiet as is kept, she had no problem going up against Wendy and Eddie's marriage, bringing the rumors to it. She in the end, she ended up siding with Monique and everything that was going on, but she also had her own personal interest in going against Candiace. I don't think it was so much that she wanted to protect Monique and Chris's marriage. I think it was more so this chick went after me, so the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And now look, Ashley's getting divorced, allegedly. In the trailer, she says they're buying a house together. I don't think we're really going to see Michael this season. I think he's kind of just like living his best life and living his truth off somewhere in the world, right? So to me, it's laughable that Candiace now thinks she gets to play the victim with Giselle coming after her marriage and her man. Giselle, I don't think Chris wants you, boo-boo. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the vibe. This is what I think is happening with Chris and Candiace. I think last season, Chris felt completely emasculated. 100%. I think he still feels resentful. Because we can't forget last season, they played the hell out of Chris. They were talking about how he doesn't have a job. Oh, how he's showing up looking like a cook boy, the chef. Oh, how is he your husband? The video is whack, the video is this, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Is he writing your coattails? Does he have a job? Blah, 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 blah. And then even Candiace herself was questioning him and bringing the stuff back to him and not defending him. So of course he's going to feel resentful as hell. They're also saying allegedly, because I never want to speak on someone's, proclivities if they don't speak on them themselves. So allegedly, rumor has it he's been drinking a lot. Maybe there's some depression there. Maybe there's some not being happy, right? And they're saying, oh, when he gets wasted, he goes out. She's like, oh, you don't come home till like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then, Giselle's like, oh, I know when married men are trying to like see if I'm down, and him sliding into Ashley's DM being like, oh, you should come to the W. And she's like, well, I know you're not there with your wife, so why are you inviting me type situation. And they're all like, oh, when he gets really drunk, this is what happens, blah, 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 blah. So to be honest with you, I'm Team Chris. You guys know, I'm not going to lie. I'm Team Chris. I honestly feel like, okay, we're going to compartmentalize, right? Rock with me, candy canes, rock with me. We're going to compartmentalize because sometimes to keep everything light, to keep it a kiki, to keep it fun, to keep it rocking and rolling, sometimes you just have to compartmentalize some stuff. I'm going to put in one compartment Chris seeming deadbeat daddish. You know what I mean? With his children, he seems a little bit on that deadbeat, absentee, every other month weekend type daddy. So I'm gonna just put that in a compartment. But I don't want you guys to think I forgot about that. I know that it's there, but sometimes you just have to put stuff in a compartment to keep it pushing with the fun kiki. And it is my goal to keep the Housewives fun and light. We had too much darkness with Beverly Hills. So let's see if we can keep RHOP a light for us, right? Other than that part, I actually really like Chris. I think he really is in love with Candiace. I think he was really looking out for her. I think he really was doing his best as a husband. Sure, if you're not actually a manager, if you don't really work in that world, if you don't really know how to do behind the scenes, if you don't know how to do the contracts and productions, I think he was doing his best. I think where he should have actually been if he was going to participate in her career was more of a handler. I think that's really more of his sweet spot. I think he's more of a handler. He's able to keep her on schedule. He's able to keep her mood swings in check. He's able to coddle her when she's having her temper tantrums. I think he should be more of a handler than of a manager. A manager is a totally different skill set. You see what I'm saying? It's a totally different skill set. I think he should have been more of a handler for her, keeping her on task, keeping her focused, keeping her from popping off. That would have been a better job for Chris. I think Chris is feeling very resentful. I think Chris feels like he got played. I feel like he feels like his wife did not have his back. I think Chris feels very checked out. Do I think Chris is cheating? I don't know. Do I think Chris is checking for Giselle? No. No. I don't think Chris wants to check for the woman who was literally tearing him down to his wife and on national television all last year. I don't think Chris likes Giselle, let alone he wants to sleep with her. I don't think so. Like, I don't see Chris. I believe more Chris going for an Ashley than I believe Chris going for a Giselle. Like, Giselle, you're delusional, boo-boo. Just because a man pays you attention doesn't mean he wants to sleep with you, sweetheart. Like, I don't really believe the story with Giselle. Chris going for an Ashley, that tracks more to me. Ashley's always been really cool to Chris. Ashley has never really, she's fun, she's whatever, she's cute, she's tiny. I don't think that Giselle is even Chris's type. And I don't think that Chris would want to get with the woman who was talking about, oh, to the evil stepmom or mother-in-law. Oh, yeah, she's riding the coattails. Does he even have a job? Blah, 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 blah. I don't see it. I don't see Chris getting wasted and being like, oh, you know who I want right now? Giselle. Doesn't track. Giselle enjoys going after families. You know what? Not even families. Giselle enjoys going after marriages. She enjoys going after marriages because I think in her mind, she was supposed to have the fairy tale. She was supposed to marry the guy, have the big wedding, have the kids, be the first lady, be this, that, and the third, white picket fence, X, Y, and Z, 2.5 kids with a dog, blah, 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 blah. I think Giselle is very bitter and is very resentful in her spirit and in herself. And I think when she looks around, she says, this isn't what I thought my life was going to be. And instead of accepting her life as it is and then making a game plan to co-create the life that she wants to live, no, she can't be healthy. She can't be love and light. What she does instead is says, you know what? If I'm sitting in this bitterness, if I'm sitting in this misery, who can I get to sit in it with me? There's a reason why they say misery loves company. I think she literally feeds off of destroying marriages. She's done it systematically this entire series. There's not a single marriage, not a single one that she has not come for. She comes harder for some than others, but she's come for all of them. And she's the one, quiet as is kept, who hasn't even really had a single relationship on the show. That's been real. Well, I'll give her what's his face. What was his face? The one right before the fake Jamal storyline. I'll give her him. I think she really was into him. What was his name? The one who got caught diddling and doing something in like the park and he got like arrested for it or something. And it was like, oh, your man was caught in the park after dark. What was his name? I forget his name. Sherman. I'll give her Sherman. I do think she was genuinely into Sherman. I will give her that. But I think she's just miserable. I don't believe you, Giselle. I don't think Chris was really checking for you, sweetheart. You emasculated him all season on national television. I don't see him like ready to give it to you, to lay it down with you. I just don't see it. I think Chris really just wants to reinsert his masculinity. He wants to reinsert his manhood. He wants to get his voice back. He wants to get his husbandhood back. He wants to get his manhood back. You know what I'm saying? I do think that Chris was working hard and he was doing what he had to do. And to sort of dismiss and belittle his job because he's a chef and he's doing whatever, XYZ, that's so crazy to me. And Candiace really made it as if me and my life is number one and the best and the most. And you're just riding my coattails. You're just along for the ride, right? So there's that. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box, and then we can move on to some other people. Yay! All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I'm trying to go all the way back up. Okay. Okay. Hey, Young Rich, Mia throwing a drink on Dr. Wendy. Gag me. Listen. I could not pick Wendy out. In the trailer, I was like, who is this chick? And it was Wendy. Is she still evolving into not herself? Like, I was so, like, again, allegedly rumor. I was hesitant to say she was bleaching her skin. But baby, I think she really is bleaching her skin, because the way she's looking, it's not makeup. It's not contouring. It's not a blonde wig. Her skin looks like it's literally a different shade. I didn't even recognize her. And this is even after last year, happiness and all that stuff going on. Like, Wendy, reality check. And quiet as it's kept, I never condone violence, ever. But I have a feeling once I see what happens, I'm kind of going to be like, I don't condone it, Mia, but I understand it. I kind of feel like I'm going to be Team Mia. I might switch that. Again, we haven't seen the season, but just a gut feeling. I feel like when it comes to Mia versus Wendy, I feel like I'm going to be on Team Mia with this one. And that's just a gut feeling. I have no reason why she threw the drink on her, but I just feel like I'm going to be Team Mia. Hey, Darren Hood, Potomac 8. Yes, no crumbs left. None in this cast photo. Rowan needs to do better for season 15. Instead of giving us viewers a lackluster season, 5 peach holders. I agree. Potomac 8. I'm on one. I am hyped. I'm so excited. I gotta figure out a way. I need to get my Kimpire on. I need to figure out a way how to have viewing parties with you guys, so we can really get together and we can like live stream like while watching it together. I'll figure it out, you guys. I'll figure it out. Hey, Young Rich, because I don't think she's cheating, but an open relationship like Nene and Greg. Ooh, that's a good one when it comes to Karen and Ray. She did say, oh, you said I was allowed to have eye candy. Hey, Baka, I mean, I would not blame Karen for cheating. She always says how much she loves Ray, though. I know, that's why I'm on the fence. That's why I need more context clues. I need someone else to co-sign it. You know what I mean? Hey, Miss T, I think it'll be a good season. Me too, I'm excited. Hey, ST, a lot of time has gone by. Charisse may have said something when she was going through her divorce and money problems. Charisse may be jealous that Karen moved up in the ranks and is the grande dame. That is a very good point. I do think when it comes to Charisse, I think she's someone who's very similar to like Giselle, where when they look around and they say, this isn't supposed to be my life. Like, this isn't supposed to be how I ended up. And then when they see someone who reflects where they think they should be, instead of being inspired or instead of befriending, they want to tear down. It's like, instead of rising to where you are, let me tear you down to where I am, so I feel better about myself here, right? Hey, my opinion, not yours. Hi, Candy, beautiful Candy Canes. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Thank you for coming through. That's right, you guys. If you are having fun, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Hey, Younger Skinny, Giselle's out of her neck rolling mind, thinking Chris was trying to get with her girl. Bye. Exactly. I was like, what in the delusion? And this is the thing. I don't even think it's for a fake storyline. I legitimately think she's delusional. I really think in her mind, she really thinks he was checking for her. You know what I mean? Like, there's like the one aspect of it where someone is really just, you know, they want a fake storyline, they want a moment, they want a medal, they want drama, they want conflict, they want all of that, right? But I think in her mind, she's that, you know, delusional, where she thinks He's really checking for her. Chris doesn't want you, Giselle. Not the way you spoke to him. I don't even think you're his type, to be honest. I think he likes the tiny ones, and you're too tall. But the way you spoke to that man and how broken he seems now, I don't think he's checking for you, boo. Hey, Miss T, they say Karen is doing too much surgery. I heard something about the effect on her daughter. No, not Raven. I gotta look into that. Not Raven. Hey, Giselle and Peter, stop it. Oh, Peter is the thirstiest of the thirsties of the thirsties. How many franchises is Peter gonna hop on? Peter was on RHOP, now he's hopping on Potomac. And I also feel like, didn't Peter also make an appearance on Love and Marriage DC? Check me on this. But I really do think, didn't Peter make an appearance on Love and Marriage DC when all the guys were getting together, and it was Chris Samuels, I think it was Peter, and the other two, and it was when the what's her face, Winter's crazy ex-husband, what's his name, like Fred or something like that? I forget. I blocked his name out of my mind. When he came and he had the whole like the leaflets and the Kinko's copies. Peter is so thirsty. Giselle and Peter are not smashing. No one is buying that. Giselle is melting. Hey, Missy, Giselle's fashion look is always a struggle. Always a struggle. But now it's even like the face and the hair and the whole situation. Yikes. Hey, Vodka. I saw Giselle in her first season, I think, on Instagram Live, and she was scary. I'm here for them coming for Candiace Overseer. LOL. Yes. Hey, Misty. Candiace wants a baby. Yeah. ST says Team Candiace. ... This is the thing with Candiace. As much as I don't rock with her, I've warmed to her a little bit, just a scotch. I do think she'll be a great mom. So if she wants a baby, I want that to happen for her. I do think she'll be a great mom. I think she just has a lot of immaturity. And I think this season in particular is going to humble her a lot. It's going to humble her. I think we've already seen it in her face or in the stuff, but she just needs to stop with the mouth. She needs to stop with social media. She needs to stop with the low blows. She just needs maturing. Like, she didn't bake all the way. You know what I mean? Like, she really needs to mature and grow a lot, because just because you grow in age doesn't mean you grow in mind. And to me, she's very intelligent, but intelligence is not maturity. And intelligence is not discernment. Intelligence is not wisdom. Intelligence is not the ability to communicate in a healthy way. Yes, she's very smart, but I don't think she's very evolved. I think she's reacting from a lot of her own inner trauma and her inner wound. She's very reactionary, and she goes below the belt. I think she's like a Giselle in a different way. She's also in her own pain. And I think when you're ruminating in your own pain, sometimes that's the only lens you're able to see things and experience things and react to things is through your own pain. So I think until she cleans up what is going on in her, she's not going to mature into the woman I think that is waiting for herself to become, if that makes sense. So what you guys are saying, Misty, we said Candiace was next. They used her. Exactly. That's why I think her eyes are going to be opened, because I don't know how in the world she was shocked and surprised that Giselle had her name up next for on the chopping block, that Giselle had the audacity of it all to claim that Chris was trying to check for her. I mean, that to me was like right up next, right up schedule. Hey, ST, right, that's Giselle. Hey, Miss T, Giselle is definitely the digger of BS, 100%. Hey, Vodka, no, Candiace never saw that coming because she wanted to be part of the clique so bad. Exactly. Her desire to be validated, to be wanted, to be co-signed is blinded her to the reality of who she was getting in bed with. You know what I mean? You make a deal with the devil. Don't be mad when you have to dance with them. Hey, Vodka, no can't. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Hey, Miss T, why does Giselle always have a scandal with a man? Bloop. That's the question of the day. That is the question of the day. Hey, Darren Hood, Robin's hairstyle this season is a step up. Oh my God, the red. You know what? Let's get into it. Miss T, where is that blog channel at now? I have no idea. I don't know. Darren has said, still posting. Hey, April Pal. Hey, Candy and my Candy Cane friends. Yes, my fave show, RHOP. Yes, it is so good. Okay, let's get into um Robin real quick, and then I'll get back to everybody's comments. Okay. Young Rich says you'll be Team Candiace soon. Listen, Young Rich, I know you've always been Team Candiace, right? Just because the people doing her wrong are evil and shady, and they've been evil and shady the entire time, doesn't mean I'm gonna be Team Candiace. But I will be this. I will bring my most unbiased, open-hearted, open perspective, fresh slate lens I can reviewing her. That I will promise you. I'm gonna let bygones be bygones, and I will only judge her based on the reactions of this season. How about that? Okay, so let's get into what's her face, Robin. Girl. Okay, listen. Do we think this phantom wedding is ever going to actually happen? Do we think this phantom wedding is actually going to go down? I'm confused. It seemed as though they got the wedding license right after the whole debacle of Juan's on Instagram, liking Instagram models. Juan's on Instagram posting pics, and he has a Finsta, and he's like liking big booty models and XYZ, that and the third. And then all of a sudden, then they get a whole marriage license. Now she's talking about a prenup, and is there a clause for infidelity? Duh, there's a clause for infidelity, but I'm happy you're asking. Does anybody buy that they're actually still a couple? Honestly, at this point, there isn't even any sexual flirtation or attraction even on Robin's part. Like, Juan had been checked out when it came to sexual attraction or chemistry, but now it seems like Robin's checked out. It really seems to me like they have become like familial, which a lot of long-term couples become. It's like we have the children, so we co-parent. We've known each other for decades and decades and decades since we were teenagers, and it's more almost like a co-parent brother sister type vibe. That's what it's giving me. It's giving familial. Like, this is more like my brother now. It's like when your partner becomes your roommate instead of your boyfriend or your girlfriend situation, right? That's what it's giving. I think that the whole wedding thing is a storyline. I think she knew she had to do something to stay on the show. She had to do something to talk about. I don't think that behind the scenes, I don't think they're really a couple anymore. I think the whole thing with the marriage and the Instagram and the license and the prenup conversation, I think it's all for show. I think they got together and was like, listen, you're doing you, I'm doing me, but let's keep getting this Bravo check, right? How can we keep getting this Bravo check? Let's join forces. Let's say we're getting married. Let's say this, that, and the third. Let's do some cheating in there to spice things up. But let's keep getting this Bravo check. That's what I really think is happening. And it's crazy that, she's asking for the prenup when she's the one who's the worst with the finances. But I will say this. I think everyone should get a prenup. Man and the woman, or man, or woman. Whoever you're marrying, whatever you're marrying. Love is love. I think all people involved should get a prenup. Even if you go into a marriage with quote unquote nothing, you never know, what you will create in the marriage. You never know what you will help someone create in a marriage. I just always think that it's better just to upfront know whose is what and what is what and how is what. If I go into this marriage with quote unquote nothing, I break my butt and I build $1 million, multi-million dollar business, you're cheating on me, and then you want to take half of this, No, thank you, sir. I don't care. No, thank you, sir. Because just because you're married to someone, it doesn't mean that they help you build. You're getting divorced for a reason, right? You have couples who build together, and that's amazing and beautiful and great. And you have couples who are married, but just because you're married doesn't mean that they're actually helping you build. So I think everybody should have a prenup. Everybody. But I do think this whole Robin situation is just a storyline. Robin to me is still flat. She's still a yawn. She's still a bore. I'm really confused why she's still there, to be perfectly honest. She should have been demoted to a friend of. Speaking of, Ascala is gone. I don't even think we're going to get a reason. I just think she's just never coming back. She's peaced out. We have the new person, Jacqueline, who I think is like really cute and really pretty, who I think is going to be giving more. I think that's Mia's friend, which is good because I think Mia needed someone to be by her side. So that's really good. But this whole Robin Juan situation, it's like rinse, cycle, repeat. Like I would be quicker to believe that Juan and Michael are getting married than I'm quicker to believe Juan and Robin are even still in a relationship. They have more chemistry. And I'm not trying to be funny or shady. I'm being honest. They have more chemistry. And I don't mean sexual. I mean just likability factor. They seem to actually enjoy each other's company more than Robin and Juan. If you see what I'm saying? Okay, now let's see what you guys are saying. Hey, Young Rich, ROP light. Now, Candy, you saw that trailer. Oh, keeping it light and love. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. I want I want RHOP to bring it. I want it to be drama and conflict, but I don't want the darkness that has been Roa. I don't want the darkness that has been Beverly Hills. I want to keep it light and fun and everything as much as possible. Hey, Miss T, Chris now has a bar or restaurant. Exactly. Chris just wants his voice back. Exactly. Nobody is checking for Giselle. No, nobody is checking for Giselle. Nobody. Nobody. Hey, Grace of Fleet Plastics. Hello, Candy Mods in chat. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you for coming through. Hey, April. Yes, I agree. Handler should need an experienced manager already in the business with experience. Chris is devoted for now to get his feet off the ground. He needs Candiace and RHOP for exposure and gigs. Hello. Hey, Vaca. I think Chris would, because in past season, I tend to say Chris would go for Jizzy if he had a choice. Ooh, maybe. Miss T says Giselle is an agent of chaos. She is. She is 100% an agent of chaos. And she gives single women a bad name. You know what I mean? She gives that, like, you're single, you don't have anybody, so then you're just miserable and you're trying to destroy everybody else because you can't get a man. That's not the case for all single people, male or female. It just happens to be the case with her. You see what I'm saying? Hey, April, Giselle spot on. Jealous spirit and disappointment in herself. Exactly. She thought her skin color and looks was going to have her running to her hashtag no. Exactly. I think that she is very resentful and disappointed for how her life ended up. And the saddest part is, Giselle, I don't know how old you are, but no matter what, and this is the PSA for everybody, no matter what, if you look around your life and you say, this is how I thought it was going to end up, as long as you have breath, I don't care if you're 25, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, as long as you're still on this earth, you have the opportunity to decide to move your life in a new way. You know what I'm saying? And I would have so much appreciated Giselle more. I don't really like Giselle because we're talking about how shady she is. But I think it would have been so much more enjoyable if instead of trying to find fault and tear down and break up happy families, if she actually started her own journey to finding her own happiness. Like, I would love it if Giselle was like, you know what, I'm going to go on some dates. I got an app, or I'm signing up with a matchmaker, you know what I mean? And like watch Giselle, single lady, doing it on the dates, meeting people, having fun, figure out who she is, finding love, her journey. You know what I mean? I would much prefer Giselle to be like, I'm a little bit lost right now. I'm not really happy where I'm at. But you know what? I'm on a freaking reality show. I have everything ahead of me. I'm going to have fun and I'm going to figure out who I am. I'm going to find the love. I'm going to find my voice. And I'm going to get my life back. That to me would be so much more interesting, so much cooler, so much just, you know what I mean? Like that to me would have been it. That would have been it. Because I don't care who you are in this world, you can relate to at some point in your life looking around and being like, this isn't what I signed up for. I didn't think my life was going to look like this. I am feeling lost. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you have money, you don't have money, you're young or you're old. I don't care. At some point in everybody's life, if you're being honest with yourself as a human being, you look around and you say, this is not what I thought it was going to be. I would have loved that story for Giselle. But nope. She wants to pretend like Chris wants her. That's the storyline she thought she was going to go with. Okay, Jizzy. Hey, Young Rich. Candiace did to Potomac what Kanye and Portia did to Atlanta, which changed the course of the show for the better. Oh, Kenya. I said Kanye. What Kenya and Portia did for Atlanta. Hey, Miss T. Chris might want to get Giselle to take her down. That's true. Ashley and Candiace team up would be great. Yeah, I heard that Ashley and Candiace do bond more this season. Maybe it's because Giselle and the Green-Eyed Monsters are going after Chris and her marriage. Maybe it's because Ashley's going through the divorce. Maybe it's because Monique isn't there. I mean, Monique wasn't there last season, but it's a different dynamic now. You see what I'm saying? Wendy wasn't ready for the drink. She wasn't. And what did she call her? She said you're not hollow face or something. You're I don't know. Your hollow face or something like that. ST says, you're so funny. Thank you. Hey, Angel Eyes. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey, Baka. I feel like I'm going to be Team Mia too, right? It's just a feeling I get. I feel like I feel like Wendy is kind of on one now. Like I was Team Wendy last season. When she first came on the show, I was like, eh. Then last season, I was like, okay, Wendy. But then the reunion, it was like, you're on the side of right. Cool down a bit. It was too jaggy. And also, I didn't know when the Mia and Wendy feud began. Like, I didn't know when that happened. I think it may have happened on social media, but not really on the show. But it was definitely present on the reunion. Mia with the one-liners. I like Mia. I like messy Mia. I really do. I like Mia. I do. Darren, Team Mia this time. Sorry, Wendy. Exactly, right? Wasn't it just like a gut feeling? I was just like, I feel like I'm going to be rocking with Mia. Hey, Young Rich, I need whoever does the casting for RHOP to do it for Roa because every newbie in Potomac has been making a statement while Roa's has been lackluster. You know what? From your lips to Bravo's ears, I agree 100%. Hey, ST, Giselle knows she needs a storyline, so now she's latching onto Candiace. 100%. She knew she couldn't do it with Karen last season because Karen gathered Giselle all day. She gathered her all day long. So Giselle needed a new target because Karen wasn't the one. Hey, Young Rich, Peter was on Roa last night. What? Kenya called him out being high as a kite with his pants unzipped. Peter is so thirsty. So thirsty. That's right. Yup, he was on Love and Marriage DC. Hey, Misty, Bar 1, yup, is everywhere. So is Peter. Exactly. Hey, April, yes, he did. Peter, he was there, open up Bar 1 there. Exactly. Hey, Darren, at Lady Maxine, at Young Rich, exactly. Roa just wasn't it this season. And plus, I felt like production did Monietta as friends of wrong by not giving her a photo as well. See, that's why I skipped out on Roa this season. Skipped out. Miss T signed my divorce papers. The song, right? The song that Winter did. Exactly. Hey, Young Rich, they gave Monietta a photo, but she didn't deserve one. She barely even whispered this season. Hey, Miss T, will Candiace be dropping another Grammy-winning hit song? Oh, I'm sure it's gonna go viral, guys. I'm sure it's gonna go viral. I don't know why Candiace and Ashley be singing these like sing-along campfire songs. Like, they need to stop. Maybe they'll do a duet. Hey, ST, I love Candiace. She doesn't let anyone get away with anything. Candiace does not start the fights. Shannon, Sutton, and many more could take a page from her book. I'm all about Candiace. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Darren Hood. Oh, wow. Hey, Misty, Ashley, getting a house with golf. Okay, you guys. All right. So that point, I had heard before that people were saying, "Oh, Ashley just wanted to drop the kids and then get a bag for having the kids. This was her scheme all along. She wanted to get a rich guy, have the kids, drop the babies, and then dip out." That was a big rumor going around. But after watching the trailer and everything I've seen, I don't think so. I genuinely think Ashley really loves Michael. And I genuinely think Ashley wants to keep her family together. I don't think she thought, oh, I got the kids. Now I can just, get the divorce and get out. And because now I got the quote unquote bag. That's not the vibe I get from Ashley. I think Ashley really wanted to make her marriage with Michael work. I don't think she just wanted to do a oh, you're an old hot guy, not hot, sorry, old hot. You're an old rich guy, let me get with you, stick it out for however long the prenup says, drop some kids and get a bag. Do I think that Ashley was strategically wanted to marry someone who had money? Yes. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But do I think that she genuinely is in love with Michael and wanted her marriage to work? Yes, as well. And just because I think someone, male or female, wants to marry someone with money, I don't think that's being a gold digger. I don't think that's being shady. I think if the only reason why is money, that's a problem. But if financial stability is something that you value, and if that's a standard in your life, then that's fine. Because there is a difference, right? There is a difference. So I don't know. I don't believe the rumors that it was Ashley who wanted the divorce. I think it was Michael that was like, I'm tired of living under a microscope. I want to go to my hotel with hookers from the bar. I want to play hopscotch with Juan. I want to just do whatever I want, and I'm tired of being criticized for it. You see what I'm saying? Hey, April, put Candiace back in the oven and turn up 400 degrees. She's not baked fully into maturity. Good one, Candiace. She's not. I mean, I'm sorry. I know some people are Team Candiace, and you can be. Everybody's opinion, everybody's favorites are welcomed here. In the Candy Cane Gang, you come with your opinion, you come with your favorites, and everyone is welcomed. But Candiace is not fully baked. Hey, Young Rich, why isn't always the single ladies coming for their marriages? See, that's what I was saying. It gives it a bad rap. Because I'm telling you, all singles ladies are not like that. Hey, Miss T, Robin and a baby and a wedding this season. Pink Dynamite says no. Hey, Miss T, Robin needs a I mean, this trailer already gave so much. This trailer already gave so much. ST, why don't you like Candiace? Okay. It's not that I don't like Candiace. It's not that I don't like any of these people, right? I don't really know them. I've never met them, probably won't ever meet them. So it's not like a like or dislike, It's more of what I don't agree with when it comes to Candiace's behavior is I do think that she goes below the belt way often more than not, and when it's completely unnecessary. And I do think that she pops off. I do think that she has, Twitter fingers. She has said very mean, hateful things to people on Twitter, whether they've been bloggers, whether they've been viewers, whether they've been other castmates. The people try and be dismissive about the whole your mama stuff to Mia. To me, that doesn't fly. She knows exactly what she was saying and why she was saying it. The whole Monique thing, again, I don't condone Monique mollywopping Candiace, but you can't play victim when you have systematically been poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear, poking the bear. And when the bear poked back, you got mad. Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, it's more of a maturity thing. It's just because you can say something that can hurt someone doesn't mean you should. And just because you are smart and you can use big words doesn't mean that you are reading them down. It just means you're being nasty with a bigger vocabulary. And that's really what my issue is with Candiace. But I do also see the sides of her that are soft and are vulnerable. Like, she wants to have the baby. I do believe she's in love with Chris. I know she's dealing with a lot of, enmeshment and trauma, given the type of mother that she has. So I see the humanity in Candiace, and I do have grace for her. But I just think that Candiace is really her own worst enemy. I don't think at her core do I think she's mean and evil and nasty. No, not at the core. I think a lot of her lashing out is from her own pain. It's from her own stuff. And then she'll turn around and be like, well, you just can't handle my mouth. And you can't say this and you can't say that. And I don't, that doesn't sit well with me. You can vibe with someone, you can read people, you can do this, that, and the third, but you don't always have to go for the jugular. That's really what my issue with Candiace is. Hey, Young Rich, I want to know who's going to get married first, Portia or Robin? Neither, boo-boo, neither. Portia's not getting married, and neither is Robin. Pink Dynamite, nope. Ms. D, Robin's wedding license is about to expire. We should take bets. What do you think the excuse is going to be this season for why they don't actually tie them up? Because it's going to be one. Hey, who said Kate? Robin will be wanting another baby soon. She got nada going on. Yeah. Those embezzlement hats. Please. Hey, Young Rich. If that's the case, then Robin needs to give Ashley advice as to co-parent in the same household without being married, instead of her dodging her for buying a house with Michael. I mean, you have a point. Because we all know Robin and Juan is just co-parenting. He said it season 1. I would already have been gone if it were not for the boys. He said it in season 1. He didn't even want to film. He said I would have already been gone if it wasn't for the boys. Juan is there for the boys. Hey, Miss T, Cherie got 14 years to give us fashions. Robin has plenty of time to get married. Amazing. Hey, Young Rich, Robin just needs to break the news that her and Giselle are lesbian lovers, and that can be her storylines for next season. # set Juan free. That's hilarious. I don't even think that. I mean, I know we're just like joking, having a kiki, but I don't think I don't think that they get down like that. I really do think it's just like a codependent friendship. Am I naive? Maybe. Hey, Baka, yes. Why is Robin still here? Exactly. Hey, Philly John, what's up? He says, hey, pretty lady. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, G Sawyer, I like Candiace. She's like baby Kenya, LOL. Don't start none, won't be none. These castmates keep poking the bear, and when they are no match for her verbally. Hey, Baka, Rob Dixon. Hey, Young Rich, Escala gave high budget, Monietta gave nothing. I mean, Escala did have the fashions. She was a cute girl. Her body was cute and tight and tiny, and she had great fashions, but she was a bore. Darren Hood, poor Escala, she was a good addition to the show. Yeah. Hey, Misty, the scandal is Mia and her friend are very close. Ooh, like very, very close. Hey, Misty, I forgot about Escala, right? She was cute. Maybe she'll be like a chaperone on Girlfriends in Paris because she can bring the fashions. Hey, G Sawyer, I think Juan and Michael might go down the aisle one day. I mean, their friendship was so sweet and so cute. Hey, Darren. Oh, Monietta was too plain at times, plus she hardly spoke. You guys want to know a secret? Let me tell you a secret. I don't know who Monietta is. No idea. Couldn't pick her up out of a lineup. I have no idea who Monietta is. I've been able to, like, you know me, I'm a little detective. I've been able to deduce that she is someone on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I have no idea who Monietta is. Not man one. Hey, you see, so funny. You said no one is checking for Giselle. Nobody. Hey, Miss D. Giselle is going to be very lonely. Those girls are getting big and will be gone soon. Oh, the boys are. Yes. Oh, Giselle. Oh, Giselle. Sorry, I was thinking Robin boys, Giselle girls. You're right. You're right. Yeah, she is going to be very lonely. That's why she needs to get her spirit right. She needs to get right within, because her toxicity, her being miserable, it's all coming from within. She needs to get her own spirit right and stop meddling in other people's businesses and families. ST says, preach, girl. Thank you. Billy John says, Giselle will be 52 on 9922. Damn. Ms. T says, Giselle's self-journey would be nice to see. It would be. Like, that to me would be the funner. Is funner a word? More fun? Journey and storyline for her. Not this Wicked Witch of Potomac rinse, wash, and repeat scenario where you're sitting up here being miserable in our faces with bad makeup, bad hair, bad fashions, codependent with Robin over here, and then just attacking people's families. You've done that season 1 through 6. Next, can we have any growth? Can we have any evolution? Can we have any, like, movement? I'm confused. Hey, Velda. Robin and Juan both gave me LGBTQ TV vibes. I mean, as we all know, we are inclusive here. And when we talk about that, we mean it in an inclusive, open way. And we are allowed to discuss it at the Candy King gang. Because Velda, you're not the first person to say that. We've all seen the vibes. So you might be onto something. Hey, ST, Giselle is too guarded to ever let us see that story. I know, it's sad. It's sad. I really think that would be the story to see. Spot on, Velda. Crater face. Oh, she called her a crater face. Damn. Is this show going dark? Cocktails in the Face by Crater Face. Like, is this show? Please don't go dark. Miss T, yeah, Mia and that skin. Speaking of skin, I used a different BB cream today. I don't know if I like it. Anyway, hey, Young Rich, I actually like all the cast at RHOP, but I can't say the name the same with Roa. Yeah. Hey, Philly John. Dizzy relied on her beauty to get a man. Unfortunately, beauty alone doesn't sustain a relationship. Exactly. And also, you know where Giselle really messed up? Where she really messed up? She married a man that she already knew was rotten. And she married him anyway. She married a man that was already cheating on her. She married a man that already was treating her like she was disposable. And you knew that, and you still walked down the aisle. That is really where she went wrong. She knew exactly who he was, and she married him anyway. And then you wonder why. It's like you buy a bag of rotten fruit, and you wonder why you get maggots. Because the fruit was rotten, baby. Rotten fruit doesn't produce good, healthy fruit. Rotten fruit produces maggots. That's why your marriage died. Goodbye. Hey, Misty, Potomac is definitely what Atlanta used to be. Hey, Darren, I agree. Hey, Misty, how many tissue triangles can Candiace use this season? I just think Mommy. Chris, mommy. Music. Chris, mommy. Girl, shut up, Candiace. Shut up. Hey, Jeremy speaks to T. Hey, Candy, LOL, I'm Team Candiace. Oh, this is going to be a good season, Candy Canes. This is going to be a good season. Eric says, oh, Candy, sweet Candy. This is going to be a good season. I can't wait. Hey, who said Kate? Michael Darby. He's not worth the bag. I know. But I really do think that, Miss T, yes, hit the like button if you love Candiace. Yes, I love it. Hey, you say Kate? She says it's hopscotch and grab ass with the one. Right? Like, just live their best life. Like, can we just let them live? Asking for a friend. Hey, Miss T, Juan just wants the bachelor party with Michael. Is it just us? It'll be just us. It'll be just us. Yeah, we'll just go. We're making plans. Hey, we're making plans. Remember? They were making plans. Hey, Donna D, Ashley has daddy issues. It was so sad to see her to try and visit her dad, and he wouldn't even talk to her. Exactly. I think she married her father. And so she married her father, and so she was seeking validation and acceptance and love through Michael that she did not get from her father. That's why I don't think it was just like a money grab or anything like that. And she even said that in therapy, that she kind of looked to Michael in sort of this like paternal way. I really think that we'll see as the season goes on and maybe where she's at now. I haven't heard any updates on the divorce. Like, I don't think they're legally divorced. I haven't heard anything. But I do think that, at least from what we're seeing now at this point, I think that Ashley would want to make her marriage work if she could. Hey, ST, men and women have different needs. Men like sex and something pretty hanging on their arm. And women like stability, which comes in the form of money. It's a tale as old as time. It's actually rooted in evolution. It's rooted in how we stay safe, right? You know, a man sees a woman, she looks voluptuous, she looks fertile. You know what I mean? Whatever that means to the man. And so they want to procreate and have the seed go on. If a man has stability, whether that's in the form of our common day, it's the form of money. Back in the day, it would have been like, can he make a fire? Can he go shoot cattle or whatever it is, you know? It's stability, meaning that he's able to provide for me, my children, so that our lineage will go on. It's literally evolutionary. Hey, Sunny T, Candiace is immature and vile. Laughing my ass off. Oh, in my opinion, I agree, beautiful Sunny T. Like, I agree. Hey, Leah Sessions, joining late, but yay. Potomac is my favorite franchise the last 2 years. Yes, I'm living for Potomac. Why is this kept? I like the Potomac trailer more than I like Salt Lake City. I'm excited for Salt Lake. You guys all know I'm biased when it comes to Salt Lake. I'm this Elisa Barlow stan. I don't know why. I can't help myself. I'm going to try to be unbiased, but I'm going to be honest about, at least I'm biased. I'm self-aware. I'm very self-aware. So if I'm being biased, I'll let you know. I'm not one of the people who are delusional and they think that they're being unbiased, but they're really super biased. But I like this trailer better. And I think a lot of it has to do with Jen Shaw. Like, I'm just really tired, and I don't want to jinx RHOP, but I'm really, really tired of watching criminals who have legitimate victims, like real people who truly suffered at their hands, on my screen. Laughing, kikiing, doing the most, having fun, going to parties, drinking, shopping. My patience for that is zip zil nil at this point. Between Erica Girardi, Teresa Giudice, Apollo back on Roa, Jen Shaw, Diana Jenkins, like, I just don't have the appetite to watch these people hee and kika on the screen. I'm so more jazzed for Potomac. So more jazzed. Hey, Jeremy Speaks TV. When did she poke Monique? Monique poked her. She stood up for Monique when the rest of them were calling her an alcoholic. This is where she poked Monique, and this is where karma plays in the picture. Remember when, and now we're going to flash forward. Remember when Andy Cohen had his baby shower? Candiace told on herself. Candiace got on Instagram Live, and out of her own mouth, she admitted that her, Giselle, Robin, Wendy was even a part of it, because that's why it was, Wendy's karma was last season with Eddie. This season, it's Candiace's karma with Chris. Giselle doesn't have a man to have karma. Well, and her karma came with Pastor Holy War. But anyway, Candiace said out of her own mouth that the girls got together and they were sitting around and they were talking about storylines. They were talking about what they were going to do for the next season. And that they all were talking about how they were going to say how the baby that Monique had wasn't Chris's baby. It was actually the trainer's baby. So they were going to have a whole storyline questioning the paternity of her child on national television. They also were going to have the storyline in saying that, oh, Monique didn't actually have any miscarriages. She didn't know who the father of the baby was, so she had the A word. She got rid of the baby, and she's just saying it was a miscarriage because she's really having an affair with the trainer. At that time, Candiace and Monique were close. Because remember, Candiace and Monique used to be really close. They used to be really good friends. Candiace was privy to this conversation. She never went to Monique and said, girl, these chicks are trying to come after the paternity of your child. These chicks are going to try and say you had the A word, that you got rid of your baby. These chicks are coming for your marriage and your husband. You don't think a marriage takes a toll if there's a rumor on national television that the baby you just had is not yours? Instead, Candiace told Karen, because Karen wasn't a part of the crew. And Karen was the one that went back and told Monique. And when that happened, Monique was like, you're really not my friend. Because if you really were my friend, you really had my back, you should have came to me directly and told me what these women were trying to plot and do. And that came out of Candiace's own mouth. And then Candiace tried to play victim, like she didn't understand why Monique was no longer checking for her. You know, why they weren't as close, why they weren't, you know, jiving anymore the way that they used to. How do you expect someone to kiki and ha-ha with you when you literally was privy to a conversation of some people trying to fabricate stories to destroy your family, and that person never even came to you to give you the heads up? I don't condone what Monique did by any means, but I understand it that if I'm supposed to have a friend, and outside of my company, there are some other people who are plotting against me, my children, and my husband, and you look me in the face and you tell me nothing, and then you want to tell me you're my friend? No, thank you. And the only reason why we knew the conversation happened was because Candiace cannot keep her mouth shut. She got on Instagram Live and told it. That is how you poke a bear. You come for somebody's child, their husband, and their family, and then you want to get in my face and play the victim because I don't rock with you anymore? Please. Please, we can't forget that. We can't forget that. And you can't act like you don't know. Like, oh, I had no idea. I should have told you that what they were plotting. You told Karen. You told Karen. Hey, Donna D, they all trash on each other. Violence is never the way. I agree. I don't condone violence. Anyone who condones what Monique did by sneaking Candiace and banging her head on the table is wrong, wrong, wrong. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, SWLOL. Leah Session is laughing. SW says business probably. Donna D says, oh, you are so pessimistic. You don't think either will get married, Portia or Robin? I'm not pessimistic. I'm actually a very naively optimistic person, to be honest. But I also just have intuition, and I'll put it this way. If you want to talk about pessimistic, I don't think either of them will be happily married if they actually get married. The whole scheme with Portia and Simon missed me with the scheme, and nobody believes Robin and Juan are smashing. Like, they're not. Hey, Philly John, Candiace sells too many whoop tickets to her ass can't catch. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Isabel, I like Candiace. That's fine. You can be team Candiace. You can like Candiace. Everybody can like and love whoever they want. Hey, Miss T, the prenup issues, of course, will stop the wedding. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, they're going to fight over the prenup and call off the wedding because they're fighting. Hey, G Soya, they want to punk Candiace because she's petite, but she will do a fatality with her mouth, LOL. Make it make sense. Hey, Jeremy TV, LOL. If you and add a celebrity on social media, I believe you can't get mad when they eat you up. Hey, Donna D, if I was Robin, I wouldn't even want Juan. She should have moved on with someone who liked her. Juan doesn't seem to that he even likes Robin. That's what I'm saying. He seems like he doesn't even want to be around her. He seems like he's he seems like he's honestly, he seems like he's turned off by her. Like a legitimate, like turned off. Hey Shay B, she needs to be split up from Giselle for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that if Robin actually stood on her own, maybe more of her personality, more of who she is would come out. Hey G Sawyer, Cherie planned this fashion line before Michael Jackson died. Why is she playing in our faces? LOL. Not before Michael Jackson died. You didn't have to drag this woman all the way down, G Sawyer. You didn't drag her all the way down. Hey Philly John, Rob Dixon got nerves asking for a prenup. She lost all of Juan's money. Now it's Juan's turn to squander hers. I mean, no lies detected. She did squander his money. I mean, Juan's better than me. I'm all about love and light, but I'm going to be honest with you. If somebody squandered millions of dollars of my money, I don't know how much love and light there is in the world. I really, really don't. I'm gonna have to take that one to God. Hey Donna D, they could have developed a Scala storyline. She and her husband would have been a good addition to the show. I agree. I like Scala. I liked her a lot. I thought sometimes she was boring, but when she actually talked, she brought it. If that makes sense. Hey Shay B, I've never heard ever. I wouldn't have known if I saw her on the street even today. Who, Monietta? Right? I was like, who's Monietta? But like I put two and two together. Hey April, Nito ex-wife, she on Roa. Oh, he did her wrong and married the side chick. Oh, that's Monietta. The funny part is I know her whole story, but I could not pick her out of a lineup. She was the one who was, you're right, Neo's ex, and she got her tubes like singed, and so she couldn't have babies anymore. So he then married the side chick, Crystal, had more babies, but now they're getting divorced because he was out there dipping it and doing it and paying for it. Mm-hmm. Hey SW, LOL, she was Neo's ex. That's right. Thank you. See, my kitty canes are on it. Thank you for refreshing the mem. Hey Young Rich, it's okay because if you blink, you'd miss her. Oh my God. Hey Leslie Shady Shannon. She goes, we have to deal with Robin again. I know. Hey Brandon Info, Monietta is Neo's baby mama, right? Yes, she is. Thank you, Candy Canes, for coming through. Hey Miss D, Neo's baby mama's Monietta was on Raw, which Candy didn't watch. I didn't watch this last season. I didn't. I literally could not. Miss T says, what's Wendy's story this season? Apparently it's beefing with Mia. We'll find out why. Morphing into a very light-skinned Keisha. And going to the hospital for something. I mean, I hope it's nothing bad, but we saw her in like the little like gurney thing being shushed away. The whole questioning Mia about whether or not she really did have a cancer scare, I think is gross. Like, I just don't think that Mia is giving Brooks Real Housewife of OC vibes. We all know Brooks from the Real Housewife of OC faked having cancer. Like, legitimately lied and faked having cancer. Legitimately. I just don't think that Mia lied about a cancer scare. I just don't think she did. Do I think maybe Mia didn't have all the facts and maybe jumped to a conclusion and got scared? Sure, maybe. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Quiet as kept. The other day, I was Googling, what does a tumor feel like in your stomach? Because I had a little sprain in my side. And I was like, oh my God, I need a side x-ray. And I was losing it, guys. I was losing it. I'm fine, obviously. But you know what I mean? I just think to say that she was lying and was like creating a storyline about a cancer scare, like, miss me with that, girls. Miss me with that, ladies. They were going to find fault in Mia no matter what, because they don't like her and they don't want to like her. So no matter what Mia did or said, they were going to find fault. Hey Donna D, Giselle is waiting for the right man. She's not just going to take any man. Giselle's shade isn't as bad as Karen Huger's shade. Karen goes lower than Giselle goes. Yeah, I like Karen, and I like her shade. She gives it. Hey Miss T, Giselle complete makeover would be great. Honestly, I mean, bleaching aside, Giselle could probably take some pointers from Miss Wendy. to be honest, how to glow up and get together and get it all together. Hey, Shay B, there's just a different clash about Potomac versus Atlanta, in my opinion. Yeah. Class. Yeah. Class. Yeah. I'm here for Potomac. I think it's going to be a great season. I think Roa went all the way down. Is Jamal still living in the phone? Isabel says the shade, lol. Hey, Donna D. Giselle made the mistake of thinking she could change someone. Exactly. Jamal charmed her into thinking he would change his ways. Once a cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Always a cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Very true. Don't ever think you can change someone. Change yourself. Up the self-esteem. Know you're worthy and deserving. And work on yourself until you attract the person who deserves you. I don't care if it's the day of your wedding. I don't care if you're getting married in T-3 seconds. It is always better to walk away from a marriage than to get married and be stuck in something that you cannot find your way out of. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about what people are going to say or think. It is your life. I'm telling you, I listened to Who the Bleep Did I Marry? The podcast from Lifetime, girl. Or the Oxygen channel, girl. Pff, if it don't feel right, get out. Get out. Okay. Hey, Donna D at Jeremy Speaks TV. Aren't you surprised so many people have given Monique a pass for what she did to Candiace? Miss T, Potomac looks like it will bring it more than Salt Lake. I think so too. Hey, Sunny T, I don't give Monique a pass for her behavior, but I also don't give Candiace a pass for her reckless mouth. Exactly. Yes, I agree. I don't condone. She doesn't get a pass for it. But in all action, whether it's verbal, whether it's physical, context does matter. It's not giving Monique a pass. It's not giving Candiace a pass. It's saying we're all human beings and we need to put things into context and perspective on how things unfold. And I'm not condoning violence. I'm not condoning violence. Am I going to hate Monique forever? No, of course not. Do I think that her hitting Candiace was right? No, absolutely not. Hey, Misty, I heard Lisa got replaced by Garcelle in Christmas special. Karma. Yes, I did a video on that. If you guys missed it, go back and watch. I did a video on it. I actually think I said karma in it. Yes, it was so karma because Lisa Rinna's antics basically got her fired from, you know how Bravo and Peacock were doing those like Real Housewives special? They did the Christmas one with Kyle. They were in development with one for Rinna. And they gave her the boot because she's out here being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and, you know, doxing people and attacking children and just being out of her mind. So they gave it to Queen Garcelle. Hey, Miss T, baby shower takedown plan. Exactly. Hey, Young Rich, I won't be able to do Real Housewives of Salt Lake City without Mary. The only vanilla Housewives franchise I'll watch is ROC. And even that seems boring. I don't like that they brought back Emily and Gina. They could have cut them. That's dead weight. Hey, Donna D, but in that conversation, it was Candiace who said that they should not use Monique's baby as a storyline. She stopped them from using that as a storyline. No, that's not true. She even said the reason why they didn't use it as a storyline was because the baby looked exactly like Chris. And they knew that the storyline wouldn't fly. That's why they did not use the storyline. Because it was undeniable that was Chris's baby. And it's true, that baby looks just like Chris. It looks like it came out of Chris. That's why they didn't do the storyline. And regardless of that, you don't go to somebody else about a plan about my family. You come to me about a plan about my family if you're going to look me and play in my face like you're my friend. I'm sorry. You are privy to a whole plan saying that I got rid of my child and my child wasn't the father, my husband wasn't the father of my child, and you want to sit and play in my face? I'm sorry. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. If you had the wherewithal to tell Karen, you should have had the wherewithal to tell me. I'm not giving Monique a pass for putting her hands on anybody. That's not what I'm saying. but you have to look at things from all angles, all perspectives, and within context. I'm still not saying it's right to put your hands on anybody. I'm not saying that. But I do understand. Do I understand it? Yes. Do I condone it? No. Do I agree with it? No. You can understand something and still not agree with it. I don't agree with what she did, but I understand why she was pushed to doing it. But I still don't agree with it. Hey, Young Rich. We're back to the good old housewife days, a good old debate. Young Rich, am I the only one who's glad Robin came back? Yes, Rich. You are a party of one. HAB, that relationship seems forced with Robin. It's an agreement. It's a contract. It's an agreement. Hey, Isabel, she was loving all the shade. Hey, Young Rich, wait, they are right. Whitney and Michael was both alive when Sheree first planned She by Sheree, scamming folks. No, Whitney and Michael, y'all ain't have to do all that now. Shay B says yes. Hey, Donna D, but Juan agreed that they should trust Robin's friend. Although it was Robin's friend, she didn't go behind Juan's back and invest that money. I know. And this is also the thing. Robin also got scammed. Like, it wasn't like she was out there playing the casino, playing the slots, and she, squandered the money recklessly. In good faith, she thought she was doing something good for the family. In good faith, she thought she was doing something right. So I get that, but I am evolved, but I also still have petty inside of me. I'm a work in progress. There's petty still lives inside of me. And even though in good faith, you lost millions and millions of dollars that I worked hard my whole life, like so hard for, God would have to work on me. God would have to work on me. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, I'm just being honest. Hey, G Sawyer, Robin is the L and one and the B in LGBTQIA. Their real story would be Progressive for Potomac. Bloop. This season, light skin Keisha. You know what I'm saying. Younger and skinny. I feel like she would give me very much attention seeker, but she could also just not know all of the details and facts of her medical health. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that. Do I think she would milk it? Yeah. Do I think she would make it up? No. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Rich was like, we've all been there. Oh, yes. I was like on WebMD. I was like, you guys, this is the end. You know what I mean? But I just had to stretch and then I was fine. Yeah, we've all been there. Like, again, I don't think that I think she would milk something, but I don't think she'd make that up. I think it's preposterous. Like, I don't see it. I don't see that. I don't see it. Hey, Darren Hood, Roa has already started to see its decline. Big time. Hey, G Sawyer, Giselle's coming from here just because nobody's checking for her stovepipe legs. She was really jealous of Monique's lifestyle on first season. I mean, if jealousy was a person, it would have been Jizzy. When Monique was like, I don't have a home. And she was like, you don't have a home? And Monique was like, no, I have 4. I was like, yes, come through with the 4 homes. Come through with the 4. Come through with the 4 homes. You saw Giselle's whole spirit crumble into a pile of salt and poof, be gone. Like, girl, bye. Girl, bye, Giselle. Girl, bye. Like, it was too much. It was too much. Hey, Darren Hood, I cannot stand Emily and Gina. Right? Like, ugh, they bring nothing. They bring nothing. Hey, Velda cannot stand Candiace's character. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Hey, G Sawyer, I think the wedding will happen, but Michael will turn up at the church in time to object. Declaring his the one. I mean, you might be onto something. Hey, Misty, Candiace also took it to social media. Not cool. Exactly. That's another thing about Candiace. It's like, she's reckless on social media. And she better be watching Rinna, because Rinna was reckless on social media until she got to the point where enough was enough. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful. Hey, SW, ha ha ha. Robin is not that bad alone without Giselle. I agree. I agree. I mean, if we're going to bring Robin back, I want to see, I want to see Giselle's storyline into a functioning, healthy human being, and I want to see a story where Robin and Giselle, they don't have to beef, but I want them to be their own persons, you know? Hey, Donna D, there's so much they could do with Robin. If they choose to, Robin's self journey from depression, that's a great one. Robin's hat business, embezzled, or embellished. Her getting rid of dead weight, Juan. So many storylines. I agree. I agree. But that would mean that these women would have to start getting real in a very different way. They're real and they're fun, kiki. The season's going to be great. We already know the season's already hot. The trailer was hot. The girls are hot. It's going to be a fire season. I'm super excited for it. But I do think you're right. There are so many other facets and avenues to explore. Like Robin, I actually think you would be way more interesting if you actually said, my marriage relationship has run its course with Juan. I'm going to go figure out who Robin is. I love my best friend, Giselle, but we might have some codependency issues. I'm going to take a little bit some space. I'm going to take a breather from that. And I'm going to figure out who Robin is. I actually think she would have been a much more dynamic housewife. I would be much more invested in her storyline. And even though I think that the show the way it is will be fire, I think if they were more authentic, it could be fire in a very different way that's still amazing and great, if that makes sense. Hey, Shay B, we're human, Candy. Exactly. Hey, Miss T, has Mia had other health issues before? I don't think so. My memory might be failing me, but Candy Canes, let us know if Mia has other health issues before. I don't think so. I know that Candiace was talking about her big feet and her big head and her big hands, basically trying to call Mia a man. Hey, Younger Skinny, remember Candiace's first season? Giselle attacked her then. Oof. Hey, JB, I actually like Candiace a lot and Chris, but I understand why they don't want to be on there anymore. But they do quite well for themselves with their investments and stuff. Quiet as this kept, I really like Chris. And I actually do think that Chris and Candiace are a good couple. I think they both do really love each other. I really do. I don't believe this whole Chris trying to get with Giselle thing. Chris maybe had wanted to party with Ashley, but again, I don't think he was trying to like check for Ashley. I think Chris just is trying to rebuild his manhood and his self-esteem after what happened to him last season. Hey, Miss T, Giselle wants to be queen, so Clarissa may have to fight her. Who's Clarissa? Charisse? Hey, ST, I would love for you to break down the Meghan Markle comment when she said she had never been treated like a black woman until she married her husband. Wait a minute, did Meghan Markle say that? Because I said that. If you guys have ever, is that why you asked me? That I have always said that about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. To me, the reason why their minds were so blown. Did she really say that? Okay, I'm just going to say alleged. If she really said that, okay. I think if she said that, I believe that's really how she felt. Because that's what I've been saying about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry since day one. The reason why they lost their minds, the reason why their mind was so blown, the reason why their world was so rocked was because I think Meghan, growing up in LA, being biracial, her dad's white, her mom's black, she presents, fair skin, different texture type of hair, in that world. I really think that she thought she was a different type of black woman, especially when she got, success in acting. She got, she married an agent. because she was married before Prince Harry. She had famous friends, wealthy friends. She was in a certain level of life where I think she got to the point where race didn't really matter and affect her. I think Prince Harry, being white, him not being a racist, thought in his mind, oh no, my family's cool. England's cool. The castle's cool. It's cool. No big deal. Having never had the lived experience of racism, in his mind, he probably didn't realize just exactly how privileged and how racist and sexist the family, England, the world still is. And when they got together, the world quickly checked Meghan and was like, no, boo-boo, I don't care that your dad's white. I don't care that you married a prince. At the end of the day, you're still black. And I think she got a reality check that she was not expecting. And I think Prince Harry, even though he never had the lived experience of being of racism, I think he also got a reality check of exactly how racist, let's just say, the castle, the queen, not the queen, the firm, the institution was. I think they both got a reality check. I think Meghan Markle got a reality check that at a certain point, it doesn't even matter how much money you have, how much fame you have, how cool you are, how many philanthropic things you did, that your dad's white. At the end of the day, when it comes to people who are truly racist, they just see you as another black woman. Point blank, period. She thought she got to a different level in a different place. She forgot who she was, and she messed up and found out. And that's why she almost lost her damn mind when she realized, no, boo-boo, you didn't rise above it. Sorry. Hey, Shay B, Monique and Chris. Hey, Darren Hood, Portia's return to RHOP wouldn't make the ratings any better either. Honestly, if Portia returns to RHOP, I'm not watching. I was going to try and give it another go, but I'm not really checking for Portia. Hey, Young Rich, true, because she was a part of the disaster called season 13. Exactly. Shay, oh no, Portia, please. I know. And I don't think Portia got paid $5 million to come back. I think that's a story Portia's PR team planted. You think Bravo's paying Portia $5 million? The same way Nene got a huge settlement. Fantasy Island. Hey, Young Rich, but Portia would be much better than Try Hard Marlo. I always have a soft spot for Marlo. I do. She got her click done. What's a click? She got her click done? Like her friends? Hey, Darren Hood, I don't think giving a peach to Marlo was the right fit. But this is the thing. I don't think that Marlo... I think if they had given Marlo her peach sooner, with a different cast dynamic, it would have worked. I think that Roa, if we're being honest, was already on the decline before this season. The ratings were already slipping. The storylines were already starting to fade. The women already weren't really friends. Roa was already on a down road spiral. Like, we can't blame this last season for the demise of Roa. Roa was already on the decline. Then you have that on the back of Portiagate, getting engaged to her co-star's husband. Then you had the whole Nene debacle, everything that happened with that, right? With her departure and all of this, that, and the third. Already declining ratings, already weirdness on the cast, already weird dynamics. I think the timing that they gave Marlo a peach, she couldn't win. I don't know how they expected giving Marlo a peach during the state that Roa was in was going to somehow save the day. The ship was already sinking. If your ship is already sinking, just because you swap captains doesn't mean that the ship is no longer going to sink. It just means that this captain is now going to be held accountable for the sinking ship. Roa was already going down. It was production that failed Roa, not Marlo. They should have gave Marlo a peach. And then we could have had a real key. They should have gave Marlo the peach when Marlo and Nene were really good friends. That would have been a fun key to watch. That would have been a dynamic duo. That would have been the new frickin' frack. I think that would have been really cool. I think Bravo gave Marlo the peach when they were desperate and didn't know what else to do. And then now they want to put it on Marlo that she couldn't save Roa, but Roa was already on a downhill spiral. Miss T, when did Megan say that? I don't know. Hey, Philly John, I like Candiace and Chris as a couple. I don't like Candiace. Hey, Lim Seema, Monique is violent and so is Portia. I mean, no lies detected there, to be honest. They both, they both have been violent in our faces, so it is what it is. Hey, Shay B, that's crazy that you said that before, too. Yeah, I said that. I 100% said that before because I really do think that Megan, she forgot she was Black, if that makes sense. Like, she felt like, and I told a story that happened to me. It happens to me a lot, more than I like to actually admit, where certain people will be like, oh, well, you're not like that type of Black person. You're not that type of Black. You're not like one of them. You know what I mean? Well, you don't do like, oh, well, you speak so well. You're this, you're so, you know what I mean? It's like, you're not one of those Blacks. I don't think Megan meant it in a derogatory way. I don't think she meant it in a racist way or anything like that. I just think that she has the fallacy that some people have that when they get to a certain place, race no longer is a factor. I don't think she meant it in like a negative, mean way or even like a colorist way. Not like that. I really think she meant it in a way where sometimes people think that, are you one of those people that don't see color? It's like that. We just don't see color. We're all wealthy. We're all on TV. We're all athletes. We're all rich. We all are blah, 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 blah. We just don't see color. I think that was more of Megan's mentality. She thought she had elevated to this place where we just don't see color. And then she found out real quick that they still do. Hey, ST, I see there's a different mindset between regions people and how they think. 100%. Hey, ST, when I lived in Seattle, West Coast, there's a difference in how people Black act versus how people act on the East Coast, South. 100%. But that's just humanity in general. You know what I mean? That's just pockets of people in different regions always act differently. You know what I mean? Like Italians in Italy are different than Italians in New Jersey. I don't know. But you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. I don't know where I was going with that analogy, but you know what I mean. I'm agreeing with you in essence. I'm agreeing with you. Hey, Philly John, Megan alluded to the comment. Those weren't her words. Okay, got it. Because I was like, wait a minute. Because I was like, she said that like that boldly? Hey, ST, she really said that. Even though Lim was shocked on CNN, I thought I was tripping on her statement, but I am glad to see I thought the statement was problematic. Yeah, I mean, if that was what she said verbatim, if that was what she was alluding to, either way, it's not that I think it's problematic. I think it's jarring because it's true. We have to call a thing a thing. It's true. In her world and her experience, I believe her, whether she said those words exactly or whether she alluded to that. She probably never felt the way you think in your mind when you close your eyes and someone just says, there's a Black woman. How are Black women treated? I think in her mind, she was never treated that stereotypical way that when you close your eyes and when you think no one is watching, when it's just you and your experiences, you and your own biases, you and your own whatever it is, and this is no judgment here, but when you close your eyes and when someone says to you, how are Black women treated in America? And when you're being honest because you think nobody's watching or listening, I don't think Megan ever really experienced what you're thinking in your mind. Living in California, having a white father, looking a certain way, speaking a certain way, being educated, being on television, marrying a white man because she was married to the agent at first before she married Prince Harry, being friends with Serena Williams, being friends with who was the guy that lost his damn mind on TV? Piers Morgan, going on dates with Piers Morgan, hobnobbing with the rich and famous. I'm pretty sure she never thought that she was being treated like a black woman. And then she messed around and found out that she still was a black woman. I think she's being honest. I think she's being honest. I really do. I don't think that her statement's problematic. I think that her statement is honest. That she was just like, wow, I never really, whatever the statement was, I never felt like I was treated like a black woman until I married my husband. I think she's being honest. Hey, Philly John, Megan has always been white adjacent, even with her Afrocentric mom. 100%. 100%. Hey, ST, can you do a separate video for Harry and Meghan? This is deep stuff. Yes, I can. Yeah, let me look into it. I want to watch the interview where she says this. So I'll look it up. I'll do a deep dive. We can do a video. Let me write it down on Meghan and Harry. Should I do a video on Tiffany Haddish and on Ari Spears? I'm scared. I don't want to get canceled before I get started by talking about Tiffany Haddish. ST, you're so smart. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Hey, Rentington, how black is a stereotype? Exactly. It is a stereotype. How do you act a race? How do you act a color? Oh, what your biases is, what your stereotype is, right? 100%. Hey, Philly John, a permanent nose job wasn't changing the minds of racists. Bloop, bloop. Exactly. Because don't get it twisted. Remember, they were like, even if you just have a drop of black blood, you're black. One drop. Because they're like, I don't even know what they're called, but Cocoa Puffs people. Hey, Darren Hood. Also, I don't think giving Marlo Peach wasn't the right choice either. Yeah, I think Marlo, she wasn't gonna win this season. She wasn't gonna win because you can't give Marlo a peach now and expect her to like save the day like a Nene or something like that. You know what I mean? Like they should have been giving her a peach. Been giving her the peach. Hey, Philly John, Portia will be lucky to get 5 cents. Bloop. They're probably paying $5 million in insurance because if she fights somebody and really hurts somebody this time, they have to pay. Hey, Donna D, it's such a shame that rampant racism still exists. Some people are so evil. 100%. Oh my God, Young Rich, nuh-uh, stop. Hey, Nikki Nick, I think that person meant, stop. You guys, I'm not saying it. Hey, SD, it's shocking, but it's true. She was raised in California, but if she had been raised in the East Coast or down South, she would know that was a true wasp would see that she was black with that 1/8 blood. That part. And honestly, she's lucky that she was raised in a progressive part of California because unfortunately, all of California isn't, woke and understanding. It really depends, whether it's East Coast, West Coast, South. It really depends on the pocket that you're in and who your environment is in. Because there are some conservative people in California, boo-boo. So, you know what I'm saying? It's true. Hey, SW, agree. Marlo didn't get a good chance with the cast. Yeah. There was no way she was going to come out on top. Just no way. They were gunning for her. She was the target. The ship was already sinking. There is no way Marlo could carry that cast on her back. Young Rich, Marlo is just not a main character. She's a side character at best. Aww. Hey, Philly John, I think they're referring to Mia. Oh, okay. Yeah, she did. But you know what? At least she was honest about it. Hey, Renton, no, for Mia, I thought she was gone. There was word on the street of whether or not Mia would come back, but she's back full time. Champagne holder. Hey, Young Rich, Marlo had a chance for 10 years and she still gave the same old, nothing new. Right, but when they were desperate and had nobody, who did they call? Marlo. Shay B, I just read the news and I know it's off topic, but the CFO of Bed Bath & Beyond jumped to its... Oh, Man, oh, that's so sad. Hey, Renton 10, I think Marlo didn't get a chance because she chose not to. Oh, okay. Hey, SW, I know what you mean. Hey, Young Rich, Marlo also didn't get impeached because she said the F word slur. Oh, that's true. And she chose to be a friend to Candy even afford her reality show, and she declined. Nobody's to blame but Marlo herself. Hey, Donna D, I think Megan hadn't been confronted with blatant racism until she got with Prince Harry. She probably didn't pick up on the microaggressions before. When she got to the palace, it smacked her in the face. Exactly. Hey, Philly John, the Brits let her know she blackity black black. They let her know real quick. I think she thought she was gonna step into some like Princess Diana fairy tale, and she learned real quick fairy tales aren't real, babe. And you know what also rubbed me the wrong way with Meghan Markle? And don't get me wrong, like I like Meghan Markle. I think she's pretty cool, and I'm really happy. And I'm happy for her. I hope they get through everything, and everything's good and copacetic and great. I didn't like when she was saying like she didn't know who Prince Harry was. Girl, if you don't stop lying, get the F out of here. You knew who Prince Harry was. Get out of here. I didn't know who he was when my friend set me up with him. Now, you're not that good of an actress, sweetheart. We all know you knew who he was. Hey, ST, you really need to listen to her podcast. I was an English major. I read it between the lines. She first said something about her fairness and skin color. Then she goes on to say that statement. Ooh. She says, yes, do it. I will. I'll do a deep dive on it. Renton 10 says, yes, he did. Oh, that's so sad. Tiffany can't cancel you. I know. Tiffany's getting canceled herself. All right. I'll do a live on Tiffany and Aries because I have some thoughts on the situation. Billy Johnson, I heard excerpts. I'm really not that invested in Megan. Yes, cover Tiffany. I have some thoughts. Yeah, we can cover Tiffany. Hey, ST, I personally do not believe she would ever be friends with Serena if Serena wasn't Serena. We all hold these stereotypes. Serena mentioned Kevin Costner was from Compton, and Megan couldn't believe it. I mean, kind of no wise detective there. I get what you're saying. Hey, Misty, Megan also lives in Canada, which is a different reality too. 100%. Marlo was a friend for too long. Yeah, it was hard to send Tristan. Rendon 10 SST, I believe that also. Woo! All right, you guys, we have been on here for almost 2 hours. Dun, 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 dun. If you're having fun, a good kiki, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Yeah, so sad. May he rest in peace. Yes, rest in peace. Find peace. Miss T says Marlo was horrible this last season. What a waste. I know. Billy John, that's disturbing. I hope it wasn't due to Bet and Bath poor store performance. I really hope it wasn't due to that either. I mean, I was playing earlier about being petty over money. Like, just no. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hope it wasn't due to that. Hey, ST, I'm starting to see some cracks in who I thought Megan was. I'm still a team Harry and Megan, but I still have a side eye. Yeah. Hey, Donna D, we need to have an episode with the mothers. On the last episode, we saw the mothers of Marlo, Candy, Cherie, and Drew. We have seen Sonya's mother throughout the season. Mothers would be fun. Ooh, that would be fun. Hey, Renton 10, Candy, I didn't want to mention the bleaching. Yeah, with, you said Megan's getting bleaching or Wendy? Wendy looks like she's getting bleached. Exactly. I was like, who's in? Me and Billy John. We both were like, who's getting bleached? Megan was lying about that. Oh, wow. Secrets of Playboy and the Rich and Shameless too. Yes. Let me put that on the list. Secrets of. So is Secrets of Playboy and then Rich and Shameless 2 different things or one? I'll look it up. I gotta find the time. I gotta do a deep dive because when I bring it, because when I bring it, I want to bring it to y'all. Brendan, I think Wendy from Potomac. Yes. Okay, Wendy. Because I was like, I don't think Megan is bleaching, but Wendy, yes. Miss T, wow, time flies with Candy. It does, right? Ding, 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 ding. Yes. ASD says, thank you, Candy. I really enjoy your analysis. You are welcome, sweetheart. I really enjoy my time with you guys. Like, it flies. We've been on it for 2 hours. It feels like we just got started. You know, it's 2 different shows. Okay. Give me some time, you guys. Let me get some time to put Megan together, Secrets together, Tiffany, and Shameless. Because we supposed to be doing Married to Medicine today, y'all. I got to take a break after this. But we'll still do it. We'll still do Married to Medicine. I'll make the time because I love you guys. Hey, Rin Tintin. I think the wedding was brought up because the season is starting. I believe Robin is truly in love with Giselle. Hey, Philly John. Secrets of Playboy was good. I'll do it. Hey, SW. Why do people say that Wendy is bleaching? Because she looks like it. I'm sorry. When I watch the what do you call it? When I watched the trailer, I didn't even recognize Wendy. I didn't even recognize her. Even in this photo, she's all the way to the, is it my right or your left? Anyway, not Mia, the other person. That's her. Her whole body, not even just face, her whole body, maybe it's Photoshop, I don't know, but her whole body is a different shade. Is a completely different shade, and she can play in our faces all she wants, say it's contouring, say also, if it is makeup, why are you wearing 3 shades lighter makeup than your actual skin tone? My BB cream is my actual skin color. Why are you wearing foundation that's 3 shades lighter than your real skin? Make that make sense. You're lying. To me, girl seems like she's bleaching. And bleaching to me is scary. A couple years ago, I had tried this skincare product on my face. And it was too harsh and it broke me out. And I had all these spots. And I've never had problematic skin. Let me knock on some wood. I've never had problematic skin, thank God. Genetics and just everything. My skin has never been problematic. And so it broke out and I didn't know what to do. And I had all of these scars on it. They weren't acne scars. They were hyperpigmentation from when I had used it was like a peel or something. First of all, I had no business using this. So PSA, be careful with the products you put on your body. Be careful with the products you put on your face in particular. Don't be trying everything. I know I try all skincare products, but I've gotten a lot smarter, gotten a lot savvier. I had no business putting this on my skin. No business. But I got it. I wanted to try it. La, la, la. Push came to shove. It broke me out. It wasn't an acne breakout. It was an irritation breakout because my skin was so irritated. It broke out. After it cleared up, I had hyperpigmentation on it. I went to a dermatologist and I was like, oh my God, I've never had this problem before. How can I get rid of these spots? And he's like, oh, we can just bleach them out. And I was like, what? And I was so afraid to put any bleach on my skin because I did not want to actually bleach my actual skin. Because I just can't imagine. I don't care what your skin tone is. I can't imagine. And I know some cultures do it. I know there's places that do it. I know. But just even the thought of bleaching my skin freaked me out. They're gone now, guys. Don't worry. They cleared up. It was me and some cocoa butter, baby. You know what I mean? I did it the old way. I was just like, I'm just going to cocoa butter this and just, let it ride on out. And that's what I did instead of like getting any of that like hydro, whatever it was called. But I'm telling you, in my humble opinion, I don't know it's a fact. In my humble opinion, she's bleaching her skin. She's bleaching her skin. Hey, April, girl, she not bleaching. That's makeup. Calm down. You're trying to find something about her because you don't like her. Not true. Not true. I have a thing called vision. And when your skin is one skin tone 2 years ago, it's another skin tone today, I think she's bleaching. I really do. And I like Wendy. It's not personal. Hey, Philly John at Renton 10. Bravo. Hey, ST, MST. I love anything that shows me Paris. I think it's good. They have more of a story than many of the housewives. They are young and free. Hey, Rich, when I saw Real Girlfriends in Paris trailer, I thought of Candy Washington. She would fit that show. Yes. We're going to be reviewing it It's on the list. We're swapping it out for Bella Collective. We're letting Bella Collective go. Hey, Billy John, Wendy is bleaching. She is. No lies detected. Hey, Young Rich at Apple Morgan. She never said she didn't like Wendy. Exactly. I like Wendy. I have no problem with Wendy at all. I have no problem with Wendy, but like, let's call a thing a thing. The skin, it's not the same shade, and it's not makeup. It's not makeup because it's not like she has on the makeup and then there's a moment where she takes the makeup off and her skin's girl bye. ST, at Miss T, I'm living through them. Now I am too old and too scared to be out there like that. But that when I was in my 20s, that would have been my dream living in Paris. ST, if you need a candy pep talk, here it is. Nobody is ever too old for anything. If you have a dream, you want to live in Paris, go to Paris. You want to live in Timbuktu, go to Timbuktu. You're never too old. Never too old. You're never too old to start again. You're never too old to start over. You're never too old to do something new. You're never too old to go anywhere. As long as you are able-bodied and of sound mind, I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s. If you have able body and sound mind, don't ever limit yourself to a number on a piece of paper. Ever. Ever. Don't ever limit yourself. So ST, if you want to live in Paris one day, write it down, make a plan, and put it into action. As long as you have breath, a sound mind, and are able-bodied, anything you want, you should still go out and get. Anything. Hey, Renton, April 1st, I'm a woman. We can agree to disagree, but don't think disrespect is becoming when I'm commenting. Hey, Billy John. People be in their feelings. Oh, what's going on? Young Rich goes, wait, not Bell Collective. Young Rich, do you want me to still do Bell Collective? I just couldn't get into it. Like, I didn't even watch the last episode because I was like, I don't care. You guys got me doing Married to Med, Harry and Meghan, Tiffany, Secrets of Playboy, Girlfriends in El Paris. Hey, MJ. Rich, if you want me to do Bell Collective, I'll do it. I'll do it. Hey, MJ, I looked at her IG and she has a video from August 22 and she's her regular tone. August 22nd wasn't that long ago, so I don't know. Hey, Miss T, sadly, a lot of African cultures bleach. Yeah. All I'm saying is, yeah. Exactly. It's never too late. Never too late. Yep. Never too late. Belle is so good. LOL. All right, I'll get back into it. Someone as intelligent as Dr. Wendy knows the danger of bleaching. I hope people are wrong about her bleaching. I hope so too. I would prefer to be wrong. I would prefer to be wrong on the bleaching, but just given 2 seasons ago, Wendy, when she first came on the show, to how she looks now, I'm not talking about the plastic surgery. I'm not talking about the colors of the wigs. I'm talking literally about the tone of her skin. It's different. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Hey, ST, I love you, Candy. You're welcome. I need that pep talk. I'm still trying to leave America, but cannot afford the Paris life. Okay, ST, I love you too. I'm going to give you a pep talk. This is the thing. What's that saying? I don't want to sound too cheesy, but you guys, you know me. I'm a cornball. I'm cheesy. I'm like that. I love it. I'm loving life. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So maybe you're not able to completely leave your life in America, but maybe you're able to find a way to stash a little bit, and book an Airbnb and spend a week in Paris. You know what I mean? So it's not that you have to upheaval your life and move to Paris and live a Paris lifestyle. But you could get the experience. You could get the taste. You could get what it feels like to wake up in Paris and see the Eiffel Tower, to eat croissants, to have like yummy espresso, to walk down, the different shops and see like, Dior and Chanel and Givenchy and Chanel and everything, and walk down the cobble streets and see what the sun looks like in Paris, see what the moon looks like in France. You know what I mean? So it's not that you have to upheaval your life and make this big, massive change, but it could be saying to yourself, I am committed to seeing what it is that I need to spend a week in Paris. How much are the Airbnbs there? How much are the hotels there? How much do I need for that week? How much am I going to need for that day? What do I have now and what can I do to get it? Life is meant to be lived. So you don't have to do the big upheaval, but maybe go for a week, maybe go for 2 weeks, just so you know that you went, just so you know that you woke up in a new place. You had and when you go, because I'm speaking it into existence for you, when you go, I want you to have pistachio macaroons, because those are my favorite. You have to have them. I'm looking forward to you going to Paris, ST. This Belle has been okay. That Belle has been okay. SW, I don't think she's bleaching. If we're gonna say that, let's have before and after pictures. In my opinion, she looks different. Even in this photo, but I don't know. That could be Photoshop. In my opinion, I'm just saying that. I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying it's the truth. I'm just saying, Ren Tintin, it happened on the internet. Philly John, that's right. Don't let anyone take your voice. We can agree to disagree respectfully. Yes, we all agree to disagree respectfully over here at the Candy Cane Gang. Ren Tintin, look at Instagram and you will find pics. Yes, Ren Tintin, disengage. Your thoughts and feelings are yours. Stay true to you. Hey, ST, no, I'm trying to move. I've been to Paris. Oh, I see. I'm talking about leaving and moving from America. Oh, okay, ST. Well, then you can do it. You can do it. Hey, cute and quiet. Wendy is definitely doing something to lighten her skin. By the way, you have a great smile. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And cute and quiet, I agree. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, we're not blind. Like, Dr. Wendy, baby. Like, that's not contour. It's not. It's not. Hey, Young Rich, Dr. Wendy at Wendy Osefo, widely remember the outrage when people falsely assumed I threw a glass. Now we all see the truth and magically the outrage disappears. How convenient. Wendy tweeted. Oh, Wendy. Here, thank you, Philly John. I usually don't say anything. I just watch Candy, but I won't stand anyone trying to bully me. It's usually respectful here. Yeah, it is respectful here. Did something happen that I missed? I thought I was reading all the comments. All I can say is I love every single candy cane. Everyone's voice is respected here. Everyone's opinion is respected here. And we are the candy cane community. We love each other. We respect each other. We don't have to agree, but we always have to respect. We are a community over here. So if something happened and I missed it or I didn't get it, I apologize on anybody's behalf. And we're just going to keeping it cute and light. And everyone here is welcome. And thank you, Ren Tintin, for speaking up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining the conversation. I appreciate you. Hey, ST girl, I'm on a low-carb diet and it has worked. Oh, okay. Hey, Philly John, Tintin, I understand some folks and things aren't worth the energy. Yes. Okay, my candy canes. We did it. Yay. So you guys know the drill. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. And as you can see, we got a lot to talk about. I need to go and do my job and watch all this stuff and get the reports together so I can bring it back to you. Okay, Young Rich, I saw your comment. Yeah, got it. Thank you. So yes, I love you, my beautiful candy canes. I'm going to take a break for a little bit. And thank you, Young Rich. A great kiki it was. I'm taking a break for a little bit. Yes. And then we'll be back for some Married to Medicine. I'm gonna take a little bit of break. I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna get some food, I'm gonna relax. And then we'll be back for Married to Medicine and anything else we want to talk about. So I love you, my beautiful candy canes. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending this time with me. And as always, take care of yourself and each other. And I also want to say thank you guys for keeping the candy cane community love. Thank you for keeping it light. Thank you for keeping it respectful. And I love you guys. Young Rich says Secrets of Playboy is also on Peacock. I got it. SW says, have a blessed day. ST says it's awful on Bravo. I got it, guys. I got it. That's why you got to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. And don't forget to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. I love you guys. Thank you for holding me down. I appreciate you. I've had so much fun. I love you. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go.